Oh, God. This was not a good idea to do this first thing in the morning. This was a terrible idea. My heart is just. It's a lot right now. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. Now, today's going to be a super fun one because in terms of reactions and uploads, I had this week planned out. But then Lorna Shore went and dropped a new track. And it got me thinking, I haven't done a reaction to these guys in forever. I haven't looked at anything on my channel from the new vocalist. That's how long it's been. And there's a number of reasons as to why you would do a reaction, love the band, have a great experience with it, and then possibly not get back to them. Life, work, everything else in between. This is just a hobby for me. I don't get paid for it. I kind of do it when I can. I'm trying to get to as much new music as possible. And kind of kicking myself because the minute I saw it pop up on my feed, I was like, I have to check this out. There's also something quite exciting about trying to get a reaction filmed and out as close to when the song is released. It's a bit of a game. It's kind of fun, challenges you to shift things around and be available. I really like that. I think it's pretty cool. And excited as all hell for this. So without further ado, Lorna Shore, Curse to Die, official video. Let's see what you got. That logo kills me. Hang on. This is a lot. This is a lot of a lot. Going back to the beginning because in a bit of shock. Holy hell. I remember they were heavy, but it's normally at this point where I try and phrase something semi-intelligent or educational. I got nothing for you. What do you want me to say? Okay, let's try again. Stopping there seems like the end of a phrasing. Let me get rid of this phone because it's beeping. I am not available for anything other than this right now. My brain will explode. Immense. So much going on. Was I like this the first time I reacted to them? God, this is a lot. When it starts out, you've got that beautiful kind of synthy intro and that nice guitar work, which seems far out in the distance, like across a field. You do that with certain effects, create space. But when everything kicks in, it's like the music is trying to be contained, but it can't be. It's like it's constantly being squeezed. And what I mean by that is it's extremely, extremely tight. It's compressed in all the right areas. The mastering of this must be a nightmare in the best possible sense. What a challenge to mix and master this. What a challenge to write this. Holy hell. It sounded like there was some nice blast beats thrown in there. A lot of quick single hand snare work there. The reason I say it sounds like is it also sounds like the drums are almost definitely triggered. And triggering is when you use a small device to kind of pick up the signal of a hit, and then it signals and plays a sample or sound. And that's how you get sometimes that kind of consistent, nice click to the kick drum. And with metal, what you've seen over the years is a move away, for a long time now actually, a move away from that booming kick sound into more of a clicky kick. And sometimes when it's so intense and so quick and the drummer is so talented, it's hard to differentiate between all of that movement. I am not a drummer, not a good one. I could play you like a standard 4/4. That's about it. I could carry his kit. I'll do that. Incredible. A lot of nice trimming there with the guitarists. It sounds like that. It's kind of this constant alternate up and down. Not necessarily on the same notes, but they are finding little openings and gaps to be purposeful in between all that palm muting. Shout out palm mute gang. Very heavy. All of the heavy. Stopping there again, that's the end of another phrasing, or at least close to. Let's go back a little to lead in. That is almost a cool place to start. Got to find a frame there for that thumbnail. Be sick. It's relentless. It doesn't give up. It's like the pandemic. It doesn't end. This is so intense. Listen, the music is so much that it took me a while to kind of latch onto the vocals and how brilliant they are. I'm not a vocal coach. This dude is heavy. Certainly didn't think my day would be starting out with yo, but I'm glad it did, because he's very good. A lot of range in this, it's crazy how something can be so heavy but so melodic at the same time. And you can tell when the chorus, or when that element, the more melodic elements of it, is coming in because of that nice guitar work and that piece you heard right in the beginning before it all kicked off into madness. Planned madness. But he's incredibly talented, and he's adding a level of brutality to an already chaotic musical melody. And he's doing it in a way which still allows you to feel some kind of emotion and attachment to melody. And that is extraordinarily difficult to do. To find gaps in this, good luck. Okay, going back here just so you can listen to something. Active listening is a hard enough job on its own. You're trying to listen around other instruments, through things, over things. You're trying to dismantle the job of editing and mastering, because the job of that is to make it this compact, leveled out, EQ'd, brilliant masterpiece, to make it all seem really tight and close together. And you're trying your hardest to undo some of that process, and it's extraordinarily difficult. I've been doing it for a long time, practicing it for a very long time, and I'm still pretty rubbish. I'm doing my best to get better at it, and it requires a lot of practice. But one thing you can do when there's so much going on is latch onto melody. It sounds like it's going into, it's too early in the song for me to call it a bridge, but it's going into a piece of the song where there's a repetition to that kind of far away. I'm not sure if it's that kind of a synth piece or that guitar work, but you can hear it. It's quite cyclic. It goes up and down. Latch onto that because it is a primary, and try and get everything else in the background to play its part. Your mind will help you with a lot of that, and visuals tend to as well. There's a lot of quick editing here, but this is a challenge. I like it. No, wait. Because, listen, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I can't handle like intensity beyond this. If there's like killer breakdowns and stuff, yeah, we're in trouble. Somebody call somebody. I was going to stop a little bit earlier. I'm just trying to not break the flow up. I know, listen, I'm over the people complaining about pauses. Go watch the original video. That's what it's there for. That's why they made it. Huh? Fool? Goodness me, man. This is a lot. What I did want to say a little bit earlier, and I think it is an important piece to mention now, because hopefully you get to hear it a bit later as well, is that guitar work is, I mean, it's a fantastic riff. It's those little opportunities in between, or the palm muting or the fullness, to be able to have those purposeful notes come through. And that is a lot of control with your palm and lefty. So being able to like flex and let go of that. A lot of the attention is given to the lead hand, but there's a lot going on here that needs to be focused on. Now, the drummer's doing something really cool, because there's this one part where there's a run and he's kind of going bang, 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 bang. He's kind of hitting that snare in line with some of those notes being played, because sometimes the music is so intense it drifts and sits separate, and that's a part that latches it back together again. Very important. It unifies a lot of things, and it's a small nod to them understanding that in chaos, in the creativity of chaos, you can also show caution and let people know that this is indeed one product that was meant to sit as an opposition, but also as a singular song. Makes me happy. I can't, hang on, easy. Oh no. This is heavy, man. This is heavier than 2020. This is heavier than 2021. God. Hang on. Nah. That didn't happen. It's a lot, man. Listen, it's such a strange concept, because usually when you drop in, let me use my words very carefully here. When you drop in the speed or frequency of playing, i.e. the drummer being so quick, so compact, even in his rolls, his transitions into the next quick bit, and you do that for almost 3 minutes, you create a pattern of positive anxiety for me. I know anxiety is a horrible thing. I do actually have a lot of anxiety, and it's certainly not a topic I take lightly. But within music, I'm referring to it as being this energy level within me, this expectation, this pace. And it's of course in a positive way, because I'm absolutely loving the song, right? I love heavy music. I grew up with it. Now this is a different kind of heavy. This is heavy. It's really amazing when you drop that speed. Usually that signals a decrease in intensity. Could not be more opposite with this, because I know there are going to be a lot of people watching reaction channels just for those moments, and there's nothing wrong with that, because they're great to see. To be able to watch someone experience a moment that you had but can't have again, and that's the closest you can get to it, I think that that's brilliant. I think that's part of the magic of reaction channels. I think it's why they have become as big as they have. This band is phenomenal, and his vocals in that, insane. I don't know how you make any of those sounds, so I need to see it live. Please don't hear what I'm not saying. He can do that live. Oh, I bet you he can do that live. Wow. Wow. Uh, um, Always looking for someone else who's done a reaction. Nick, is this the one? It's called Cursed to Die. He says Cursed to Die in breakdowns. Let's click on him real quick. There's his face.
I like breakdowns.
No, don't we all? Don't we all, Nick? I've mentioned it before. He pops up a lot. I don't watch a whole lot of reaction channels, so whoever pops up, they kind of feed you. The algorithm is like a weird thing. It kind of feeds you based on, I guess how they've tagged the song and who's most recently done it and what's got like significant attention to it. Nick pops up a lot because his content's great. So go and have a look at what he's done with this. I certainly will as well. I will put a link to his video and the original in the description. Man, it's oh god, this was not a good idea to do this first thing in the morning. This was a terrible idea. My heart is just, it's a lot right now. The end there was brilliant. I was gonna stop after the solo. I thought, no, let it run. Just let it like build to a climax, to an ending that I knew was going to be quite impactful and powerful. And they did kind of something that you see. It's quite ironic. You see it in musicals a lot. And it's probably very weird for me to mention that right now. But when you have like a vocal, normally it's like kind of like a very powerful sung piece. And then it kind of shifts up again in a pitch, just to like have a quick impact ending. They usually do it 2 or 3 times. They did it once there. And I love that. I love how there are themes throughout all different genres of music that people are creating without even knowing it. That was really good. Very intense. Very intense. Absolutely will listen to this again. I just need a minute, I just need to breathe. I need to call somebody. I need it. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, please, like I said, there's going to be other stuff they've released. I've seen a lot of comments over the last God knows how long, because I don't even know when the last reaction I did to these guys was. So there's going to be a lot of stuff out. Please, 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 please let me know what I should be taking a look at. Please put a link in your comments, just so that it makes it easier for me to find the right version. That was great. I am, like I mentioned, upping, my frequency of uploading. I'm usually aiming to do at least one reaction a week, in significant moments like this, or when I have the ability to, in terms of time. I can free up some time. I'm being quite strict with my time, and that's allowing me to have moments like this where I can jump on the back of something that's new. It's exciting for me. And I hope you guys appreciate it. I know a lot of you do. I'm doing my best. I love you guys very much, and I appreciate all the kind words, even the disagreements, even the feedback that is in some way constructive, whether you agree or not. Had someone telling me how they never used to watch my stuff because they felt like I was cringing along with myself, but it ended up being like a really nice comment about like growing in the space and on video and stuff like that. And I was like, that's amazing, man. That's really cool. And also, I couldn't agree. I cringe with myself daily. I still do. I'm doing it now. Lorna Shore, man. Incredible. Yeah. I don't know what I must do now. Like, what am I supposed to do? I have like 6 hours of meetings to go into. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? It's a lot. Anyway, loved it, and grateful that you guys are taking the time to watch it. Thank you so much for that. Like I said, go check out the original, and I'm sure you already have. I don't know a person. That's the weird thing. I don't know a person who ever watches a reaction film, even if it's like the first time they've seen that song, they'll always go and watch the original. So if you haven't, please go and do that. Watch it uninterrupted in all its glory as it was meant to be viewed. And I appreciate you guys loads. Until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.